this is the reason why I'm making this video. Please, I am in search of that woman who had fallen victim of over-seriousness and excessiveness of those who think that they need Biafra more than every one of us, and went to destroy source of livelihood. Only God knows what will become of this woman condition or the people that are involved. Please, we are looking for the contact BVI Channel 1 through our community service, through our corporate social responsibility in collaboration with Good Governance Ministry. We are looking for the woman, and I plea to our viewers, if it touches you, to touch the life of this woman and make them not to lose hope in the struggle, and also bring back the confidence our people have for their struggle for freedom. We want to replenish this woman. Let us raise at least a minimum of 100,000 or 200,000 or 100,000 at least. It's okay, so that we can give it to them 50,000 and, you know, pat them at the back, so that people will know that Biafra is not about war, death, and violence. Hello, wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Welcome back on this channel, BVI Channel 1, where truth is gospel. And I want to quickly reflect on what happened yesterday, 9th of August 2021, during the sit-at-home exercise across the southeastern part of Nigeria, the Igbo land. There are some ugly incidents that took place, which the video have already gone viral, but let us quickly take a look at it once more. We have all seen this. It's quite a surprise that there are some people who are applauding this incident. Yes, some of you who are watching, many of you applauded this incident, blaming those victims for flouting the sit-at-home order. Okay, and it's quite unfortunate. Okay, you remember last week I made a submission, I sampled opinion, and also advised our people about this every Monday sit-at-home exercise. And in case you've forgotten, let me refresh your memory that I, Asuzu Peters, first of all, was the first person that advised an alternative protest by sit-at-home during the time our people were being killed on road protests. Now, I want you to have a flashback, 2015-16.
Hello, this is the voice of Biafra, BVI Channel 1. You're welcome to Biafra Discourse. I am Asuzu Peters. Biafran people living in Nigeria have been advised by Radio Biafra to observe a sit-at-home on 23rd of September 2016 instead of coming out on the street to protest. This turnaround is a welcome idea as it conforms with the advice the customary government of indigenous people of Biafra through the Supreme Council of Elders have advised our people, our youths, instead of taking to the street protest, they should completely avoid it because of the consequences and the porous nature of the Nigerian state, especially with the antagonistic nature of Nigerian security operatives against the Biafran people in Nigeria. But some youth considered the wisdom of our elders as an act of cowardice. Now let's take a look at some of the reasons why it is better to stay at home and observe the sit at home rather than to take on the street protest with respect to Biafran agitation for independence.
Protest on the street by Biafra agitators since 1999 till the recent past has recorded more disheartening outcome than being positively productive. One of the downsides of protesting on the street is raising of fire blockades on tarred roads. Anytime people protest in Nigeria, the first thing they do is to raise fire barriers from tires, which the heat eventually destroys the texture of the road. From just a little mark, it degenerates into a huge pothole and complete collapse of that road. Protest is part of everyone's civil right, but Nigerian case is totally different, as the rights have bluntly been violated by Nigerian security operatives with impunity, which have led to the deaths of many Biafran youth protesters. The record of these deaths and casualties since 1999 till date is over 10,000 as estimated. The fact remains that street protest has done more harm than good to Biafra independence campaign. If properties were to be destroyed in the process of this protest, it is the properties of the Biafran people. If the road collapses as a result of bonfire made during the protest, it is the Biafran people that will suffer it, and so on. So the decision to sit at home is a welcome development, as have been advised by the Supreme Council of Elders of Indigenous People of Biafra long time ago.
That was when, at the time when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, protests erupted, and a similar thing happened. A similar thing, with respect to what I'm talking about now, in the sense that there was this protest that the IPOBs determined to block the head bridge.
Those are some pro-Biafra protesters making their way to the Onitsha end of the Niger Bridge, where activities have been on a standstill following the blockade of the Onitsha-Owerri Expressway. According to an eyewitness, the protesters who were agitating for the release of their leader, Nnamdi Kanu, have shown no sign of ending the siege, which has lasted over 6 hours, leaving commuters and motorists stranded. Though soldiers are reported to be at the scene, they have allegedly made no attempt to disperse the crowd, saying their presence is merely to ensure the protest does not become violent.
When that protest started, it was going on fine. They marched, I was part of it, I recorded it, and on getting to the head bridge, you will even see the Nigerian police, the Nigerian army with the IPOB escorting them peacefully. Nobody was accosted. And the directive started coming from, I think Uchemefa particularly was the one handling the Radio Biafra at that time. And I remembered, I advised at that time that this directive coming from Radio Biafra, that head bridge will be occupied consistently for weeks until the government give into the demand of the IPOB. I remembered I advised against it. I said, if our people, if you come out in the morning from 6 a.m. and stop the traffic flow at the head bridge and shutting down business activities in the entire southeast with that activity, that protest, once it is around 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock, open up the traffic, let the people go, let the people flow, let the traffic flow, and reconvey back in the morning. But for you to stay there all through the day and night for consistently weeks, as was directed, many people called me a coward, a saboteur, and all sorts of names. And I left us around 6:30 to 7. But before I could get to my house, boom, As soon as darkness comes in, as soon as night force comes in, boom, the Nigerian security operative started shooting. People were killed. And that was how the whole thing was shattered. I've advised our people, street protests have turned bloody. Sit at home. And thank God, IPOB adopted it. And I was there. I remembered.
Hello, my viewers and listeners all over the world. This is BVI Channel 1, and I still remain Asus Chinedu Peters. Today is 23rd of September 2016. The indigenous people of Biafran people all over the world are observing a sit at home as they demand for their independence from Nigeria. Now, you're going to join me as I take on the streets for us to know what is happening around town on how Biafran people are observing this sit at home. Now, let's go.
Okay.
As you are looking at, this is a popular city in Biafran land. This is newspaper stand. As you can see, Biafran people are gathered here to understand what is happening today at home. And people have gathered here to get information from the news stand. And we're going to take a look at what our people, their opinion about the sit at home. I would like to generally ask our people, are you in support of the sit at home? And are you in support of Biafran freedom?
Good. This is just a flashback of what happened and how this whole sit at home started. Now, last week, I came up again to advise our people. This every Monday sit at home, we make a mess of the effect of this sit at home. It will water it down. Even our enemies were catching on it and make a mess of the whole thing. I mean, the enemies of the Biafran people. Even among the Biafran people. Even those who we have classified as our greatest problem in this self-determination quest. The political class. They will find a way to water it down. And my people, it have already started happening. Beginning with Imo State.
In as much as they have declared it at home, we have to take other factors into consideration. One, the people that are sitting at home, what do they do for a living? An average Imo person is a business person. No wonder where is the business hub of Eastern Nigeria, and Eastern Nigeria is the business hub of Nigeria. By the order of sit at home, if we have adhered to that order, there will be an economic backwardness of the state. The state will lose revenue, individuals will lose income, and they will lose profit. So we have the view that in as much as the IPOB people are pursuing their legitimate rights and they are demanding for justice, not judgment on Nnamdi Kanu, we are of the view that they should not use it to inflict economic problem and sabotage to the society and individuals, especially in Imo State. No wonder the governor, in his own wisdom, decided to call on us to ignore the sit at home and be part of our daily businesses. As you can see today, the youth coming from far and near, coming from various local governments, indicates that the sit at home order by IPOB did not come to realization today.
That was from Imo State. Now, coming down to Anambra State. Some communities have already started. I saw a couple of them while I was doing the recording yesterday who wore the same t-shirt in some parts of Onitsha streets protesting against the sit at home, saying that it's not unacceptable. And you saw this one that happened in Ogidi.
Ogidi youths say no to the violence, say no to sit at home. Capital no. Ogidi youths, led by the President General, the youth leader, members of the ESCO, Youth ESCO, and members of the executive body of Ogidi Union Nigeria. They are saying capital no to violence. They are saying that the sit-at-home order by the indigenous people of Biafra will bring down the economy of the Igbo nation. They say capital no to sit at home, capital no to violence. Selling procession. All right. Selling procession. Ogidi. Chief, yes. Please may I talk to you?
Yes.
I was just told that you're the President General Ogidi Union Nigeria.
Yes.
So PG, what is happening?
If you look at the t-shirt we are wearing, we are all Biafrans, and we believe in justice, equity for Igbo. That's what we said yes to. But the aspect of sitting down at home, not providing for our families, and destroying our economy, not acceptable by big man. Whatever our problems are, we are going to face it squarely. But to destroy our economy, that is sensitive to the lives of the Igbos. We can't go hungry to fight for Biafra. What we are seeking for is justice and equity. As Nigerians, we have a right to live. We have right as well to be provided for. All amenities and positions in the country, we deserve it, and we must not be left out.
Okay.
So we are giving support to the agitation. The violence we are saying no to. Killing our economy we are saying no to.
Now, you can imagine if many communities adopt this strategy, or some of these politicians sponsor this very kind of activity you just saw, that will be the end, the beginning of the end of the effect of sit-at-home. And I tell you, what other alternative means will you be able to use to protect effectively for your demands to be heard? Now, sometimes I tell our people, it is time for us to apply wisdom and not just do things because you feel you can do it. No. You know, if you overuse something, abuse will be inevitable. Now, what happened that yesterday with this woman that her business was destroyed? Not just one person. These are just the two we could record. We got their videos. Now, what will the IPOB group gain when the sympathy, the love, the acceptance, the solidarity they've gotten from the general public within Igbo territory, when they abuse this sit-at-home and people lose their trust in the process? What will become of the agitation by IPOB? You know, there are other groups as well. But I keep advising our people, it is better we apply wisdom at every stage. And before I wrap up, this is the reason why I'm making this video. Please, I am in search of that woman who had fallen victim of over-seriousness and excessiveness of those who think that they need Biafra more than every one of us, and went to destroy source of livelihood. Only God knows what will become of this woman's condition or the people that are involved. Please, we are looking for the contact BVI Channel 1 through our community service, through our corporate social responsibility in collaboration with Good Governance Ministry. We are looking for the woman, and I plea to our viewers, if it touches you, to touch the life of this woman and make them not to lose hope in the struggle, and also bring back the confidence our people have for their struggle for freedom. We want to replenish this woman. Let us raise at least a minimum of 100,000 or 200,000 or 100,000 at least is okay, so that we can give it to them 50,000 and, you know, pat them at the back, so that people will know that Biafra is not about war, death, and violence. And this issue of subjecting people, you know, when they talk, say, dictatorship or authoritarian is not part of the norms and culture of Igbo. They will resist it. It will bounce back. I know Igbo very well. Okay, so we should not push our luck and our stance in this process for self-determination. We will not use because you're agitating for self-determination and you start doing things against the very people you claim you want to liberate, or you start breaking laws. We are not interested in that. I personally am not interested in breaking any law or infringing on the rights of our own people in our search for our freedom. I think I've said enough. I will be going live for us to deliberate so that you will be able to voice your own opinion with respect to what I've just said so far. This evening, just join me on the live program. I'm not going to be in the studio. I might be here in the car because I have a whole lot of things to run around. So I will not be in the studio to do the live broadcast, but I'll be either at home or on the move, wherever I am. I'll be going live, and I expect you to call in. Please call the lines on the screen and donate. 0810-420-7522, or you call 0810-4545-533, so that we can get us some little fund. Look out for this woman. If you have her address, please forward it to us. We want to meet her and pat her in the back so that our people will not lose hope in this process. I'm signing out. I'm Asuchined Peters. See you when I go live. Bye-bye.